welcome to Kids News.
Thank you for letting me be here today.
Okay, I believe you have a wild imagination. Which tools do you use to bring your imagination to life?
Well, I start off by reading a lot. I read loads of books and any kind of matter, any genres, just to get an idea of what's out there. So then when it comes to me writing, I know a bit more about it. And then I just use my imagination, and in the car or just before I'm about to fall asleep, I just come up with ideas, just like out of the blue.
So all the time?
Yeah, just whenever, sometimes during class, and then I have to just pause and just, I have to concentrate. Now I'm about to write an exam, I have to concentrate. So.
Okay, you spend much time writing down ideas. What sort of topics are close to your heart?
Well, I believe to write, you need to be really passionate about something. So I came up with the idea in 2012 when I was at the game reserve, and I saw these two beautiful rhinos, and I'm like, no one knows about their plight, or not enough people know. I have to do something about it. And then I came up with this beautiful idea, these 4 words that I decided I was going to write about, and then I wrote them into my book.
Coming to the books, you've written 2 books already, Eclipse Child and Escaping Extinction. Tell us a bit about them.
Well, this is the first one. It's Eclipse Child. It's self-published and available on Amazon.
Self-published?
Yeah. And then, as you can see here, there's the girl, because I started with the main character as a girl, because I think there are not enough books out there with female characters and female heroines. So I started with that. And then I have a baby rhino in the background here, which focuses on the main theme in the book, which is fighting against rhino poaching. And now the main character, the girl Bethany Clark, she's an eclipse child, so which I invented this species of human.
Wow.
So she's got glowing hair, she can turn invisible, and she's got cells that regenerate.
She can turn invisible.
Yeah.
You really do have a wild imagination.
Really, really wild.
And then coming to the second one?
Yeah, this is Escaping Extinction. As you can see, the rhinos are still the central focus in this book. And it carries on her adventure to fight against the extinction. And this got the final battle where she, well, you have to read it to see, I can't give it away.
Okay, how serious is the problem of rhino poaching?
It's bad. It's really bad. Last year, there were 1,004 rhinos that were poached. This year, it looks like we're going to be doubling the 2012, which is over 600. So this year, it's going to be about 1,200. Already, it's about 1,020, 30, 40 around there. It's like 3 a day. It's horrible. And the problem is now, like, South Africa has the big 5. And we're one of the few countries that have these rhinos. Most of these rhinos live in South Africa. So if the rhinos go extinct, we become the big 4. And then not many people want to come to South Africa because most other countries in Africa have the big 4.
So it's also important for tourism.
Yeah, and tourism is so important to our country. So if you don't have tourism, then we as the youth might not have the jobs that we need when we get older. So we have to like step up and fight against this huge problem.
Why? Why do you think fiction was the best way to put the message across?
Well, the kids and the youth and the teenagers of this day and age, I think we concentrate a lot on entertainment. We like stories that captivate us. That's why with schools, most teachers decide to use stories and that just to explain the content. So I thought if I managed to capture everyone's imagination, then through reading they'll be able to learn about the problem, and then they'll realize that I've given hints at solutions that we can use as well.
You've also embarked on a youth newsletter, which is Earth's Voice. What do you aim to achieve through it?
Well, Earth's Voice, I was a co-founder of this newsletter, and it's with Rhino SA. And the Rhino SA's one of the main goals is to educate the youth. And so through this newsletter, I'm going to be able to, it's going to be released sometime next year, which is going to be really cool.
Wow.
And it's educating South Africans all over the world, because it's a newsletter, so you can get it wherever you are. And it'll be telling you about rhinos, so you get more, you learn how their background. It'll be about other animals as well, so you learn a lot, and you realize it gives you an opportunity of things that you can do to stop this and step up. And
you're such an inspiration. How can other children get involved in fighting this rhino poaching?
Well, the problem here is that South Africa is an amazing, beautiful, big country, and the majority of the South Africans and Africans and everyone around the world don't actually know what's going on. So the first thing is, we need to educate. So listen to this message that we're giving today and other rhino messages you hear about other animals that are going extinct. Listen to them, understand, and tell your friends, tell your family. And then Rhino SA, you can get involved with Rhino SA. The email address is info@rhinosa. You can follow us on Twitter, and just to learn a bit more about it. And then you can start drawing, and we put stuff in the newsletters just to get it out, because it's a youth helping the youth. So the youth giving an opportunity to speak up and do what we need to do.
You're also a motivational speaker, and you are applying for the President's Award. Tell us a bit about that shortly.
So the President's Award is really cool because it involves service, sports, and skills. So you learn a new skill. Like I chose debating, so I learned to speak in front of people and argue in front of people, but politely, but we argue still. And then you practice your sport, and through the service you serve different people, and you learn values with the service. Like you learn about different people, different animals, and then you have a physical recreation where you learn more about yourself as well, and it's in the middle of nowhere, so you learn about new people. It's amazing.
Wow, Kirsten, thank you very much for joining us, and I'm sure other children have learned a lot about rhino poaching.
I hope so. Thank you.
Indaba zika